Hassan Raza says play. Here comes Zulfikar. Straight away, Dwayne Smith says, I need a major piece of this. Giving it here, and beautifully bowled. Hang time. Smith wants it. Beautifully bowled and well played in the end as well.
Yeah, previous game we saw the ball talk, which saw it spin and turn and bounce. So it's an interesting decision to actually field first.
Straight up, gone to the moon and back, and got him! Nawaz takes a salute and celebrates with his teammates. Sir Isaac Vivian Richards is out of his seats taking the low fives as well as a couple of high fives. Under and out, says Smith. He's gone, and it's none for one here. Only half the over of match 17 gone. We've had a wicket already.
Come on, lads.
So Hassan Talit to the side. I look forward to seeing this chap. Batter's crossed.
Come on, boys.
Fatullah.
No!
Oh, it's a bit cool. He's itching already. Talit to get down there. You see much of him, Baz?
Nice flight, slowed it up, and a little bit of spin. We saw Smith have a swipe at the very first ball of the game. This time got bad on it, but not enough.
No!
Then Talit, emerging player. He's been brought into the side for Ahmedabad. He's got a decent one-day record, domestic one-day record. Agricultural takes it from outside off, whacks it to mid-wicket. Boundary to end the first is 4 for 1.
Muhammadullah Riyad, he's going to bowl his tweakers, more than useful. A very good time of it in the Bangladesh Premier League late last year. Won the game, bowling the 20th over on a couple of occasions, I recall, in Dhaka. Defended 6 and 7 in the final over. Slippers in for Talit. Still there.
Comes into this tournament with a bit of form, Talit. Rifatullah with a swipe across the line, but middle it and race to the fence. The last 4 List A games, he's got 2 centuries, so he's come here with a little bit of form under his belt.
Does he give it here? Yes, he does. And they're going to come upstairs probably, are they? Yeah, they will. With a batsman overbalancing, umpires just like to make sure
that they do. Will go upstairs with a review. And it's amazing, I think for the first about 10, 12 games, we only had one stumping in the Pakistan Super League. Now, all of a sudden, as we're getting to the back end of the tournament, we're seeing more and more on offer. So, the fan vote, well, 61% think it's out. So we're just going to check the front foot first. No issues there at all. We can roll forward. Now, is part of the foot grounded and behind the line? I think it is. So on the Qatar Airways review, we're going to see once his plane scoots on by and not out.
Big shots coming, lads. Big shots coming, lads. Hello!
This one's a bit quicker. Certainly saw with Zulfikar Baba up against Smith, a little bit of hang time. Be brave enough to do that. And certainly here in Dubai, as opposed to Sharjah, appreciably bigger boundaries here at the International Cricket Stadium. And this one's gone up as well. Who wants it? Oh, KP can't get there. Always just going away from Peterson.
Seems to be the go-to shot. Slog to leg. And this time the left-hander trying to hit it through mid-wicket, I think. It's the leading edge. Just manages to get off the mark.
Oh, that's more like it. That is flashy, classy, handsome, you name it. That's it. 6 off the second. It's 10 for 1. Quetta have qualified, defending champs. A little bit more work to do.
I like the fact that both spinners for Quetta have started nice and positively in terms of giving it a bit of flight. It was spin that did the trick in the game before this.
Brilliant piece of fielding. I think he saved a boundary because that was travelling. Riley Russo, square leg. There was deep mid-wicket in place, no deep square leg, and it was hit well. Diving stop. He saved 3 runs straight away.
On a pitch where you know there's going to be a lot of spin, and it's usually a go-to shot for a lot of T20 players these days. If you're at square leg, point area, you know you're in the hot spot. You know the ball's going to be hit firmly to you.
Oh, there's the other one. That arm ball that just slides on through. Left arm round to a left-hander. So wonderful angles and changes. Well, this just skid through. Another night, little nibble, and it sticks in the glove. Drop chance. I reckon.
Well done.
Well, the odd little bit of rain. Notice there on your television screens. Just a little bit. A little bit of rain. Didn't make the players go off the park. But there's certainly been around here in Dubai again. Be dark and gloomy as the sun was setting this afternoon. Yep. And squirt a single off the last. 14 for 1. asked to bat first, courtesy of Sarfraz. Waleed. Last year's final. New bowler is Mohammad Nawaz. The rain has just got a little bit heavier. So, on this day last year, the final played, the inaugural final of the Pakistan Super League. And these men in red won it. So the defending champs, they beat Quetta. So this was the final. The big HBL PSL final from last year in its inaugural year. Mr. Akram was happy, so was Mr. Jones.
Come on, boys, come on, boys!
And Mr. Tawsif Ahmed tweaked a few in his day. Spurlock at the winning runs, of course. Here's another little run. Comfortably through.
As a batsman, you look at previous batsmen who succeeded on the same pitch. In this case, you'd look at Kamran Akmal's innings. And what we noticed against Kamran Akmal's innings was that he played a lot off the back foot, the cut shot, the sweep shot. Didn't really come down the track and try to get to the spinners.
I know.
And he just allowed the ball to spin and then played it late. So maybe that's the blueprint you're looking for on this kind of track.
It just goes to show how quickly things can change, because Shazad's innings yesterday was fantastic for his footwork. About 3 metres out, he was contacting the ball, hitting it beautifully straight. He might have to change his game tonight.
Another sweep shot. And another run. Get ready. So Pepsi Catcher Crow. Seen a couple already tonight. Match 16. This is match 17, the doubleheader. On a fantastic Friday. Not too hot, not too cool. A little bit of rain around to help the garden. And there's one. A maximum early. Fatadullah's fatted it. Ends the over. It's 23 for 1. Lost Dwayne Smith very early in the piece here. Anwar Ali is going to have a crack now. So he's ringing the changes here as Sarfraz. Bit of pace courtesy of Anwar Ali. Against Talit. And he likes it there. Can't thread it through, though. That is good stuff in the covers. Hunting up Asad Safiq. The dancing shoes on, Baz, like you.
Rifatullah down the track and just easing it over the top. Once you get to the pitch, it's all easy to hit over the top.
No slipping. I was just thinking, a couple of overs ago when the quick men come on, maybe advantageous to have a slip because it slides on here with pace. Sarfraz says no, and there's a 4 straight through first slip.
Saw a lot of slips in the game just before this one. Even saw 2 slips to the leg spinner. Always good, particularly early doors with the new pill. Does a little bit, carries on. They're all a bit sad because there's no slip in there. Cookie Monster was my favourite on Sesame.
Just saying, where's the Cookie Monster? And the Count Dracula. I like to count and bite.
In the com box, isn't he?
Calm down. Hey, the what?
That's your Cookie Monster?
It's a bit of everything. Just for you, Bears. There's Alan Wilkins. Never far from the action. SpongeBob Wilco. $28 for one. Different dance floor. Busy, buddy, I'm sorry. Hunting up now inside the circle. The Gladiators. Hassan. Crick in Jeff. Yep, you can't miss out on the HBL PSL. It's everywhere. United would love a boundary here. Oh, hello. Oh, that's not the worst delivery. A little bit of movement off the seam. This is the slower tennis ball one. You hold it back slightly. Never really arrived.
Just a little bit of a cutter. Fatula's played, what, 15, 20 years of first-class cricket, and maybe that's the bat he's played it with.
Goal, Baz. It's obviously a favourite. And it sounded okay there, but not enough. Oh, you're joking. Riley Rousseau, of all people. He's such a good fielder. Ends the fifth. It's still 30 for one.
Thoroughly enjoying themselves on this double-headed day. A good few of them have turned out here in Dubai to witness today's contest. They saw the Peshawar Zalmi win early up. And they really have come in their numbers. This is a big facility, but there's been a lot of them in good voice. Rousseau dropped what should have been a straightforward catch when he made the ground early. Talat on strike.
I mean, his fingers were heavily taped. I don't know how comfortable he is. Normally a very safe pair of hands. Yeah, I mean, he missed it first time, second time, third grab, fourth, fifth. Didn't work.
Hassan Khan is the man in the attack. Spoke about him as a very talented and smart cricketer. Bowled very well to Chris Gayle last night. Bowled 9 deliveries to Gayle for just 1 run. And that's A tribute of a left-hand orthodox bowling to a big-hitting left-hander. Economy rate is the best in this tournament. In the gap, and a boundary. That's hit with precision.
Well, it's a much bigger playing area than Sharjah, and you can choose your spot, and your spots, your segments of the ground are bigger. So in his mind, Talat would have known, right, I can score here, I can score well in front of square, or I can score behind square.
Nice sweep. That could run away for 4 as well. Back-to-back boundaries for Talat.
Seems to have a natural ability to play spin. That last shot there, summing up his ability and talent and understanding how quick this was on the pads, and put it away very nicely.
Yeah, well ball. ठीक है बेटा, ठीक है, एक बॉल अच्छा होगा, अच्छा हो जाएगा, शाबाश.
Good to see a young batsman as well getting a chance up the order, a young local batsman, Pakistan, homegrown, 20 years old. Oh, could be close. Pitched outside leg stump, but the end of the batting power play, 41 for 1.
ऐसा देख पे नु एक पे.
Ahmadullah. Oh, that's a late cut. That is the latest of late cuts. So fine.
Yeah, earlier played one of Anwar Ali, I think it was. It went through the first slip area. This was extremely well done in the end. So he took it off the stumps. And Kevin Peterson was late.
Oh, beauty, beauty. Raise your hats in this Dubai International Stadium for that shot.
Solid and elegant. And there's always value, and there's a lot of aesthetic value on this occasion when you play a shot like this. Inside-out drive over covers for a 6. Would you believe it? Fabulous strike.
I don't want to put the word on him, but we discussed, I wanted to see a young batsman who would excel in this tournament. And this kid is 20.
Not only does it look delightful, but he looks so well organised, doesn't he? Ramiz, that's more your territory than mine, but he looks a really well organised player.
Yeah, you got to know your strong and weaker areas, and so he seems to know and understand what kind of shots to play on a track like this. I mean, that 6 through covers was a great shot.
I think they want to see this whole rate of scoring continue through the middle. Mahmoodullah was instrumental in stopping Karachi last night in the middle. Another leg cutter. I think that was a little leg cutter that he got Shoaib Malik with last night.
Yeah, he bowled it wide and that ball spun. Surprised Sangakkara, he was stumped. Then a catch in the deep. Man of the match in that game. 3 for 21. Askaya was taken by Hassan Khan. He was outstanding in the field.
Smart batting by this young left-hander. 37 to him, 54 for 1.
Talat has come in and slotted in very comfortably at 3, because Brad Haddon has found life a bit difficult coming in at 3. It alleviates the pressure on Misbah and Haddon and Watson, because their number 3 is firing. This, of course, is a repeat of last year's final, the inaugural final. Crickingif.com for ball-by-ball action. Cricketgateway.pk and PSL-T20.com and cricketgateway.com across the world. Once again, it's another toss won by Safraz. And once again, he's opted to bowl first.
Well bowled, very well bowled.
Just talking off here that this young kid played that last shot, and it was reminiscent of Karachi Kings captain Kumar Sangakkara in some of the stroke play. I know that's a big comparison, but we're just talking stylistically.
So was that inside-out shot over extra, something that Kumar plays.
What was great about that shot, that he didn't break his wrist, because earlier against spin he was quite keen to cut the ball and to play the sweep shot and use a bit of wrist, but that was solid blow.
Maintains such a healthy strike rate. It's 146 with 5 boundaries and a 6.
Very clever from the left armer. There's a reason why his economy is so good, or has been so good in this tournament. He delivers the ball a little later. And he's quick and he's accurate.
Combined age of that delivery to the batsman. Something to Hassan to Talat, 38 years of age, 4 years younger than Misbah, who's captain of Islamabad. Quetta atop, 9 points. Peshawar have just gained 2 more this evening. Islamabad have won 3 out of their 6.
Well done.
He's 2 years younger than the man of the non-strikers end. A little bit of spin for Quetta so far from Zulfikar Baba. Just bowling into his feet, not allowing him to use the arms into a deep set onside. 59 for 1.
Like grandfather sort of, yeah, I mean, teaching a granddaughter how to dance. It felt that way. Danny, what are you doing?
Well, he is the daddy of them all. Well done, Danny. Dancing lessons free with Danny Morrison. I think he wants to dance. What do you think? What do you think of the steps?
Terrible. Like his batting.
Bekar.
No feet movement. Absolutely bekar.
Third man takes it. Zulfikar Baba takes the catch, and Tisara Pereira has struck.
Yeah, I mean, it's been that kind of a tournament for M1. He'll play a few big shots, then he'll get out. 17 from 16, was it? And Zulfikar with a good catch in the deep. These catches can be dicey under lights. 60 for 2.
Can you imagine now? Misbah-ul-Haq, Pakistan's test captain, and he comes with a strike rate of 120, and he's batting with a youngster who's half his age. Good catch. That's elementary. You've got to take those. If you drop those, you're the wrath, incur the wrath of your bench.
He was well positioned in from the boundary rope, so they were expecting this top edge or an outside edge to carry to the man. So well thought out.
Gets across for the single, there's Misbah.
The other thing right now, the exuberance of youth. He's got quick wheels, you might say. So he just wants to take cognizance of the fact that the fellow he's batting with is not only his captain, he's twice his age. So any quick singles, just have a think about who's running to the other end. That's not saying that Misbah's not quick, but the valuation of a run could be different. Now then, talking about the young and the old, Beauty and the Beast. Danny. Oh, such good moves. Send Danny to the dance floor, and she hasn't got over it, poor girl.
Wait.
Danny Morrison's just ended that girl's dancing career. She hasn't stood up since he's left.
Yeah, I mean, that image of granddad dancing with her is going to remain with her for the rest of her life.
It's a nice little period here for Quetta Gladiators. They've slowed things down again quite nicely outside of the batting power play. Brad Haddon played, of course, that sparkling innings in the first game they played up here. Hasn't fired since, and they're trying to set the innings up for Shane Watson to play those little cameos down towards the back end with his power hitting. So the bowlers have done a good job in the last 3.5 overs. .63 for 2. Yeah, you can see things just slowing down last couple of overs.
Shabasan, shabasan.
That's in the air as well. Has he hit it well enough? He just might, you know. He just might. He does. Anwar Ali tried his best, and it's 50 for Talat as well. An outstanding innings from this 20-year-old young man.
Yeah, this is his PSL debut, and what a response. What a stage, really, to announce yourself. He's played 2 or 3 great shots. That cover, that 6 over the cover area was big. This was huge as well. Anwar Ali with a very good effort. He's very athletic. But, well, the first session clearly belonging to the left-hander, Talat. 50 from 34.
This, you said that you were looking for a young, up-and-coming Pakistani batsman. Is this the one?
I'm not arguing with 50. I'm not arguing with this shot either, because he's just timing the ball beautifully. He's placing it meticulously, and he looks the good package.
Yeah, anything on the pads is going to go, because he looks comfortable. Very wristy and very good sweeping the ball or flicking it.
One emerging southpaw taking apart an emerging southpaw. 20-year-old Talat taking apart Hassan Khan, who's had a wonderful tournament so far. Oh, good change of pace.
That's what I'm saying. Look, Misbah saying, hang on a minute now. Hang on a minute. Now he's going to look. Now listen. Listen here now. Just give me... just consider the non-striker here. I know you want to run everything. I like that.
Approaching the halfway mark, and of course for Quetta, know that finishing in the top 2 at the end of the preliminary round gives you an advantage going into the playoffs, where you have 2 bites of a cherry, so lots of incentive for them to keep winning. Loves a sweep. He lives by it, he dies by it. He wants to sweep. We've already seen one spinner bowl full and straight to him and win the LBW decision. 10 overs completed, 74.
Search of a win that can push them closer to finals. Zulfikar, the reverse. Gets it through the inner field. I'm going to throw down to Zainab on the boundary.
पेप्सी कैच करोड़ के जो विनर्स हैं उनका पूल बढ़ता जा रहा है. सजाद अहमद खान और मोहम्मद ज़हीर इस वक्त मौजूद हैं. सजाद, ये बताइए कि कैसे आपने ये कैच पकड़ा और कैसा फील कर रहे हैं?
फील तो बहुत अच्छा कर रहा हूँ. कैच उस साइड पे था सोहेल तनवीर का हसन अली के बॉल पर, और मैं अपने अल्लाह का शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहता हूँ जो मैंने आज पहले मैच में आया और सीधा कैच पकड़ लिया. दूसरा अपने भाई का, जिसकी वजह से मैं आज इधर विजिट पे आया हूँ, अमीरज़ादा खान खटक. हम सरायना औरंग से ज़िला लखीम मरवत, और आज बहुत खुशी महसूस हो रही है इस कैच के लिए. किस्मत में आज ये कैच लिखा था शायद, इसलिए आज इधर आए. और दूसरा पीसीबी का भी शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहता हूँ.
अच्छा, ये बताइए कि कितना मुश्किल होता है, मोहम्मद ज़हीर भी यहाँ पे मौजूद हैं, कितना मुश्किल होता है जब इतने क्राउड में कैच पकड़ना?
अस्सलाम वालेकुम. बहुत मुश्किल होता है, वो तो लाजिम बात है, लेकिन अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह शुक्र अल्लाह का कैच पकड़ लिया. तो 22 लाख के उस वक्त वहाँ पे कोई नहीं था, मैं ही अकेला था, तो शुक्र अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह.
और आप खुद क्रिकेट खेलते हैं, क्या कहेंगे कि कितना आपको एक्सपीरियंस है फील्डिंग का जनरली?
हाँ, मैं खेलता रहा हूँ क्रिकेट, अभी भी कभी कभी खेलते हैं. तो फील्डिंग में जब खेलता था उस वक्त अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह आई एम वेरी वेल.
Zulfikar comes on and gets the big wicket. He's now got 1 to his name. Make that 2. Talat had batted so very well. 56 from 39. A couple of really good partnerships as well. And it's 76 for 3. Brad Haddon now coming in at 4, just slotting down one spot. Hasn't been in the world's greatest form after a 50 in game 1 of this Pakistan Super League. Still a pretty good average and strike rate though. And a man who can change the game very quickly.
Only one, only one, only one.
And we're going to go back down to Zainab.
पेप्सी कैच करोड़ के विनर से हम बात कर रहे थे जी, अपने कैच के बारे में आप बता रहे थे।
मैं यही कह रहा था कि यहाँ इतने करोड़ में कैच बहुत मुश्किल होता है पकड़ना, पर मेरा लक अच्छा है कि उस वक्त साथ में कोई नहीं था, तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह मैं खुश हूँ, मैंने कैच पकड़ा है। पहले भी आए हैं लेकिन पहले ऐसा मौका नहीं मिल सका आज।
चले, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आप दोनों का।
थैंक्स पेप्सी कैच करोड़।
थैंक यू सो मच पेप्सी कैच अप करोड़।
थैंक्स पेप्सी कैच करोड़।
ठीक है, हाँ देख लो आप।
Of course he'd thank them. Definitely thank Pepsi Catcher Craw because they're in the mix now.
No, Riley.
And it's a dot to finish off the over, 77 for 3. Peshawar scored 166 and defended that successfully the game before today. Islamabad, if they go just under 11, they'll get around that mark. But I think with this start and the batting firepower to come, they'll be certainly looking at that and a little bit more. It's going to be Nawaz to come back on. He's bowled 1 over already. Very watchful misbar to begin with. How nicely did you play, Buzzard?
Yeah, very good against spin. Plays all around the parks. Help with the left-arm spinners, turning it back into him, but extra cover. That, for me, was a shot of his innings.
Yeah, fantastic 50. It's working to the onside. They're going to push hard and have a look, but Brad Haddon will settle for 1.
Just coming into this tournament with form, and that shows form is so important in T20. And look, he's played all around the park, so you couldn't pick one spot where he's very, very strong. It's the leg side and the off side. Against the spinners, that's terrific.
Another one of the fantastic emerging players coming through in this Pakistan Super League. Just a slight change in field here between Nawaz and Sarfraz. Just sort of getting things right. Slip still in play. Pressure on there.
Yes.
Some handy footwork to start with and to finish with.
Yeah, good on you, Bradley. Wanted to get inside out and put it over, long off or straight for 6 and miss it from Tullet. But yes, a wonderful innings from him on debut. So he'll be excited and quietly amped about things.
Haddon gives himself some space and gets this one through the offside. He'll scurry back for 2.
You look at the batting to come, and just looking through the batting, you don't have another left-hander. And with left-arm spinners, it's very handy to have somebody down the order, a left-hand bat who can strike it over mid-wicket.
Yeah, Haddon again trying to give himself a little bit of room to the leg side, and Nawaz just follows him, cramps him up. For all your ball-by-ball action. Haddon goes hard, straight, it goes firmly. Can he beat the fielder? No, he can't. Some handy work by Anwar on the boundary. But equally, some good running. 82 for 3. Smith fell off the third ball of the innings, and then there's good partnership between Fatullah and Talat, who batted so well. 56 from 39, and now this new partnership just beginning to build. Shanira Akram, middle of screen at the bottom. Wasim Akram's wife. She's a Melbourne girl.
Just going to say, Victorian?
She is a Victorian. We love Victorians. Very Bill Laurie of me, isn't it?
Yeah. Get that eye patch off, girl.
Members of the Pakistan women's cricket team too, so for everyone back home in Pakistan, you should be applauding these players because they have qualified for the Women's World Cup, which is this year, June, July, in England. It's Javira Khan and Amin. Short and through, backward point. There's a race on at the boundary, and the fielder will win. Brilliant. Probably go upstairs and have a look. It was Hassan Khan. Surprise, surprise, he's in everything at the moment.
Yeah, wholehearted, rightly so. And you're a youngster, you've got the red hot wheels on, quick, flying around. I reckon that's all right. The release, this will be the great angle. Spider cam.
Great technique, because he didn't try and grab hold of it because he was sliding on the angle towards the boundary. He just paddled it back into play, made sure he wasn't in contact with the ball when he was in contact with the boundary. So the all clear there. Where gets a little short on Misbah. He's come in for Tamal Mills.
Well, still not happy with that Victorian comment.
Gold, Baz. Tell her.
Thinking about that, Dean Jones.
The Joneses are in the house too. Oh no, we've got United here. And what's Melanie wearing? Melanie? Ah.
I know, very disappointing for Victoria not to be in navy and white. I apologise. I'll lift my game.
Your brother's happy?
Yeah. Yes, I do feel a little bit Islamabad United, don't I? Short, Haddon goes on the pull. Has he found the gap? You better believe it. Good start here by Bradley Haddon.
Served it up, Tashara Pereira did. Cool boundary from Brad Haddon. But it was a slow one, half tracker, just sat up, begging to be hit. And Brad Haddon just picked the gap. Poor delivery.
So Brad Haddon now got a little start here, 8 from 6. Can he get into double figures and push on? Goes across the crease again, decides to go in the same area. Picks out the fielder.
Yeah, ran into Brad Haddon prior to the pitch report, and he was delighted to be back here. He just said, I think Sharjah was a little slow for me. Didn't quite come on and skid on as much as he likes here at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium.
Pereira with the slower delivery. Now they're after Allen as well, not just you, Danny. You're feeling a little bit jealous.
No, I'm not green like those digits with envy.
They want us both, Danny. They want us both. Oh, you can go there.
I'm going back to the dance floor, Al. What about you? Do you want to come to the dance floor?
I'll come to the dance floor.
Uncles, the golden oldies, 91 for 3.
A reminder there just to keep on tweeting, jump on your social media at the PSL T20. Give us your thoughts. Zulfikar. Misbah gives himself some space, some room. Picks up another single. The HBL VIP box is absolutely chockers tonight. Completely full. And why wouldn't it be? Great contest on at the moment. Quetta versus Islamabad. Haddon looks to go big and he has just missed playing on. But while that's going on, we'll go down to Zainab.
Women About प्रोग्राम की जो एम्बेसडर्स हैं जवेरिया खान और साथ अनम अमीन इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड को रिप्रेजेंट कर रही हैं, इस वक्त मेरे साथ मौजूद है। जी पहले तो ये बताइए, हाउ डज इट फील टू बी पार्ट ऑफ PSL और इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड को रिप्रेजेंट करना कैसा आपको लग रहा है?
वेल वेरी प्राउड ऑफ द फैक्ट कि PSL का पार्ट हैं और इस टीम का पार्ट हैं, और घर बैठे बैठे जैसा फील नहीं होता, लेकिन यहाँ आए जो एनवायरनमेंट है, वेरी प्राउड ऑफ द फैक्ट।
अच्छा ये बताइए, आप कोई पर्टिकुलर प्लेयर हैं जिनको सपोर्ट करी हैं यहाँ पे?
वेल मैं पूरी इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड को सपोर्ट कर रही हूँ।
नहीं कोई पर्टिकुलर प्लेयर?
वेल बिलिंग्स पसंद था लेकिन वो चला गया।
अच्छा आप बताइए कि आप यहाँ पे किसको सपोर्ट कर रही हैं अनम?
मुझे वॉटसन पसंद है।
वॉटसन। अच्छा ये बताइए कि यू आर एन ऑलराउंडर और आप जो हैं वन ऑफ द बेस्ट लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिनर्स, अभी क्वालिफिकेशन हुई है आपकी टीम की, तो इस पे क्या आपकी थॉट्स हैं?
वेल बिल्कुल क्वालिफाई करना हमारे लिए बहुत ज़रूरी था, क्योंकि अगर क्वालिफाई नहीं करते तो हमसे क्रिकेट दूर चली जाती। क्वालिफाई किया तो 4 साल के लिए क्रिकेट हमारे पास, और इंशाल्लाह वर्ल्ड कप है अभी हमारा, तो उसके लिए हमारी तैयारी जारी है।
अनम आपका तो वर्ल्ड 11 में नाम भी आया था जो T20 वर्ल्ड कप था, तो आर यू लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड जो आगे वुमेंस का वर्ल्ड कप आ रहा है?
जी इंशाल्लाह उम्मीद है कि अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस करूँगी और ऐसी परफॉर्मेंस करूँ जिससे मेरी टीम भी जीते।
अच्छा ये बताइए कि जनरली जो समझा जाता है औरतों को इन क्रिकेट, इस पे आपकी क्या पर्सनल टेक है, क्या कहेंगे?
वेल बिल्कुल ये सिर्फ एक कॉन्सेप्ट है, लड़कियां भी वैसा खेल सकती हैं जैसे लड़के खेलते हैं। क्रिकेट ग्रो कर रही है अभी माशाल्लाह से, रिकग्निशन सबको मिल रही है, तो अब ये ट्रेंड आहिस्ता आहिस्ता ख़त्म हो रहा है कि लड़कियों के क्रिकेट या लड़कों के क्रिकेट, इट्स जस्ट क्रिकेट।
चले बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपका एंड ऑल द बेस्ट बोथ ऑफ यू।
वेलकम।
The ball's gone through the field, but they won't pick up an overthrow. 97 for 3. The state of play to begin with. Smith went the third ball of the day, and then some starts. Rafatullah 17, Talat a wonderful 56. And now it's down to Misbah and Brad Haddon. Some batting firepower to come. Watson, Shadab, Sammy can all strike it well. Speaking of striking it well, Javira Khan, who Zainab just spoke to, highest score of 133 not out in one-day internationals. She'll play a very big part in Pakistan's quest to win their first ever 50-over World Cup later this year. And Amin, she won player of the match against India in the recent World T20 as well. Two fantastic players. Keep an eye out for the June-July tournament. Full toss, Haddon goes straight and goes through the field for 4. Cool and cool 4 for Brad Haddon.
Oh, the 100 up as well from Bradley. Haddon. Lovely bit of stroke play from him. Got a little leg side, opened up that front hip, knew precisely what he wanted to do. Yeah, it's a low full toss, but the placement was superb with 2 men back fairly straight here at long off and long on. Gorgeous.
Yeah, placement was the key there for Brad Haddon. Didn't try and overhit the ball. Knew that if he could get it straight enough, he'd beat both mid-on and mid-off. Moves to 15. careful again. Haddon likes to go through the offside. Has he doubled it up with the cool and cool fours? Yes, he has.
Pace on the ball, and Haddon's a different player altogether. First straight down the ground, this one to the left of mid-off. Extra cover. He's on song now.
Completely the wrong length for Brad Haddon. That kind of length he loves, particularly when he's got a bit of room outside off stump. So a few little questions going through that man's mind at the moment. The skipper. 11 and over will get them up to 167. Partnership goes to 29. It's a good comeback delivery. Is it even better running? You better believe it is. Good work.
Well, a good part of 5.5 overs left. You'd be thinking about, well, 160 at least, and if Haddon fires, maybe 170. We saw 160 be enough in the first game. But I think Islamabad United right now will be aiming for more.
I think you're right there, Buzzard. 170 would be the minimum they'll have in mind at the moment. Slow ball bouncer. It's worked well for the pace bowlers this evening. So after losing Dwayne Smith on the third ball, they've fought back well here, Islamabad. A couple of really good partnerships. And a pretty solid over to begin with, 4-4, 2 and 1. Islamabad, particularly now, Misbah on strike, will be looking to make sure that this is a big one. Call is 2 once again off the bat. Oh, taking the pace off the ball. They're going to go Haddon's end, and it's a bad throw. Apologies, it's gone Misbah's end. He called too quickly, though.
Yeah, the old boy. Let's see, 42 years young. And he knew as soon as he hit it, the placement in this big stadium. Yeah, he was out of the blocks quickly. Haddon was awake too and said, look, I'm coming back, Skip. And it went to the old boy's end, but he's not quite in the golden oldies yet, Baz.
Just the umpire cam there, just a little message to Anwar that he might be in the danger zone, and his follow through to make sure that he trails off as quickly as possible. Last ball of Anwar's over. Slow ball again, it's pitched up and worked off the pads of Misbah. It will be a single to finish off the 15th. It's Nelson, 1-1-1 for 3. We're just going to get confirmation, one would think. But there it is. It's going to be the cool and cool strategic timeout. So we'll take a quick 3.5-minute break.
Well, then be ready for a Pepsi Catcher Karor. We are in the last part of this innings. 5 overs left. And I'm sure Haddon and Misbah will look to hit the ball a mile. They need to finish on a high here. Islamabad United. Partnership of 35 from 26. Oh, that's messy from the keeper, messy from the bowler initially. But Sarfraz should have done a bit better than what he did in the end.
Yeah, I just think that maybe Misbah moving leg side as well might just have obscured his view here. Watch Misbah. Yeah, no, he's got to take that, isn't he? Yeah. Ramiz, marks out of 10.
Yeah, nothing.
Well ball, well ball.
It's an old-fashioned way to hit the ball, the way Misbah sets himself up. Before the ball is delivered, he's walking away from the stumps. Q Mobile selfie moment, by the way. Yeah. And so just...
Yeah, it's the old way, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, and you're not supposed to sort of give a bowler a little bit of a headway. Gone for an leg before review again. Sorry, stumping review again. It's okay, safe.
It's close, but there's enough of that front part of the foot. There we are, there's something behind the line there. Yeah, that's fine. We'll have a look at the big screen in a moment for the Qatar Airways decision. And they should... We can understand him going upstairs to the third umpire, the TV umpire, but there's enough of that foot behind the line.
Qatar Airways decision should be not out. Is that middled? No. Well, the fielder middles it. Anwar Ali takes a good catch. He's a very safe fielder. And Brad Haddon didn't middle it. Obviously was in trouble straight away because there was a fielder position there. And, well, acceleration had to come. They had to take risks. And it didn't pay off for Brad Haddon. 22 from 16, 117 for 4. Shane Watson has batted up the batting order also, but in this year's HBL PSL is batted low down. Remember him opening the innings in last year's HBL PSL. Brad Haddon trying to clear the fence, got the toe end of the bat.
Ready, well, boy.
Yeah, I think Brad Haddon realised that they've got to get in. They're into the last 5 overs here. He realised that his strength is going down ground, downtown to where Danny Morrison would be hanging around. Now, Shane Watson, you're right, Ramiz, he's been going down the order. Although he started his life as an opening bat and he's gradually gone down the order, but he's been bowling some telling spells as well, but he's made some very telling contributions with the bat as well this year.
It's off the mark of the first ball that he faced, and it's 119 for 4. So another left-arm spinner being introduced in the last part of the innings. Gladiators pretty comfortable with the idea of spin. In the 16th, 17th, 18th over maybe.
Just before this current innings, Shane Watson scored 133 runs at a very impressive strike rate of 145. So he's contributing to the Islamabad United cause very much with the bat in this edition.
So Misbah 18 from 22 with a strike rate of 81.
Yeah, hasn't hit a boundary. Q Mobile's selfie moment. Yeah, 18 from 22 is a little bit like the Marlon Samuels innings we saw earlier for Zalmi. Never really got out of the second gear. Misbah hasn't hit a boundary at all in his 22 deliveries.
Yeah, he needs to boss the game, Misbah Haq. He's been out there for a long time in T20 terms. What happens is that the newcomer has got to get going, and that can be risky. Somehow he's got to take load off Watson's shoulder and look for big shots.
Two dot balls, two singles, two dot balls, three dot balls. So the pressure, this is a good over. Only 2 runs from this over. Now, Shane Watson, pressure's mounting here for Islamabad. They haven't got enough runs on the board, you feel. Now, does Shane Watson just play this over out, or does he go for glory this last ball of the 17th? 3 dot balls to Watson. He doesn't like bowlers to bowl at him, not like that. He doesn't like being controlled.
Didn't give him any room off the back foot. That's an excellent over. Just 3 runs conceded. 122 for 4. Not enough from the middle order. Talat was outstanding, making a 50 on his PSL debut. Zulfikar 2 for 17. Nawaz has been outstanding. Look at him bowling the 17th over. Hardly given any runs. And here is Anwar Ali. Smashed. It's set up very nicely for Watson. He's such a big player off the back foot.
He's hit this so hard, but he's hit it so far in front of square. Look at that. I mean, he's really hit that early. He hasn't swiveled and hit this square. He's really placed that straight to a deep straight mid-wicket. That's a lovely looking side, isn't it? The Dubai International Cricket Stadium from our HBL drone camera. First boundary for Watson, that is. What was that? Bish, what was that? Give that a description, that shot.
It's very bold. He had to halt his shot because he was beaten for lack of pace. He bowls that very well, Anwar Ali. And he's got this strong leg side field. 3 deep fielders. And 2 straight men down the ground. So he's very aware. Thing is to Misbah here. Misbah likes to go leg side of a death. You take him wider, he can't. He's got a short third man.
He also hasn't hit a boundary in 22 deliveries. He's got 18 to his name. It's a low strike rate.
That's the first from Misbah. That's gone and hit the board on the full. First 6 of the innings. Big first for Misbah.
That's what I'm saying. At this stage of the innings, Misbah loves to go leg side. Anwar Ali didn't adjust. Misbah came across his stumps and hit it fine enough.
Yeah, I like the way he stepped back. He was, well, he was anticipating any length, really. But he's actually trying to calculate how best to get these runs. And I like the way he stayed back there. 3 men back on the leg side fence. Fine leg and third man up inside the circle.
It's a good delivery. Yorker length, full length to Misbah. Every game is important now for all the teams. If Islamabad win tonight, they qualify for the playoffs. So it's a very, very important game for them. Gladiators have already qualified for the playoffs. And Lahore Karachi will decide who is the last party to make it to the playoffs. It's a big game tomorrow afternoon between 2 big units. 4:30 PST.
11 fours, 4 sixes. There have been 40 dot balls in this innings. So getting on for 7 overs, which have not been scored from. Now, Misbah on strike has hit 1-6 in this over.
That's gone up in the air. This should be taken. Catch. Somebody takes it. It's Nawaz who made it look easy in the end, and Misbah just couldn't get going tonight. Tried his hand at hitting the ball out of the park. He's not happy because when the launching pad came, he was disappointing. Gone after scoring 25 of 25, 135 for 5. lot to look forward to. Shadab is on strike, and last time we saw a bit of him, he was very impressive with improvisation and scoring 40 odd in no time. In fact, he rebuilt the innings and then he played some great shots. 2 runs, that's good running. Very good running.
Back in the crease. Misbah did everything right, got into the position he wanted to, but caught it low down on the bat. That's catching practice for the outfielders. Nawaz is a good fielder, and Misbah's fed up.
Goes big, a long off. What a cracker! And that's been caught as well. Welcome to the list, sir. Pepsi catcher Karo. Well, that's been taken. Caught.
What a great shot this is. 18 years of age. He's wonderful with the ball in his hand, and that ball is in that fella's hand. He's part of the Pepsi catcher crew. But Shadab Khan, what a find he's been in this year's HBL PSL.
That was the 11th hit of his bowling, and that's the most by a bowler who's been taken to the cleaners at times. 11 sixes conceded by Nawaz this year in this HBL PSL. Anwar Ali with the throw on the bounce. But 2 runs taken. Watson is on strike.
Oh, he really has enjoyed himself. He's expressed himself in this PSL. Runs, wickets. Lahore. Well, this is in Sharjah, and this was Shadab Khan getting 42 from 24 deliveries. Hit it all over the park, and it was a wonderful innings that got Islamabad invention. Oh, living dangerously. 147 for 5.
Should Islamabad be happy with this? 147 for 5 in 19 overs, 7.74. I thought they had more than this in the tank because the innings was beautifully set up. But Talat's 50, then Misbah was out there for a very long time and he misfired. So the innings is stalled, if not gone down a bit in style and run rate.
So it's the final over now. Islamabad United put into bat by Sarfaraz Ahmed. Every time he wins the toss, he puts the other side in. And in the first match, we had the decision from Peshawar's captain Darren Sammy. He won the toss and batted first. And they came up to winners against Lahore Qalandars. So we've got the final over here now. Shane Watson is on strike, and it is Anwar Ali to finish.
Well, that's a great example of power hitting. His position was so solid. And the hip movement into the shot, everything's so right about it. The way he loads up and then lands a heavy punch. Have a look at that. Great position really to slot that one away over covers.
Well, it was a good shot because Anwar Ali had pushed the third man back and brought up square leg, so he was always going to try to go full and wide, and instead of looking to tug it down the ground, Watson played with the room outside the off stump. Now the field changes. Third man comes up, square leg goes back. Could be straight Yorker or pace off the ball and back of a length.
Oh, yes, sir. It's huge. It really is huge. That hits the second tier and drops down Watson with a majestic 6.
Yes, I think that might have been a slightly slower delivery, but Watto just held the takeaway, if you like, and just waited for that ball. Great timing from Shane Watson. And that's just about aimed for the dance floor. Pity Danny wasn't there. Oh, drop catch. Onto that tier, the second tier it was too. So this final over has started 4 and 6.
Another one. It's another big shot. This time in a different direction. And that's dropped as well. What are you doing, guys? Come on, wake up. Watson is striking them big.
Again, he loved the way he holds his balance, waits for the ball until he almost feels it onto the middle of the bat. I'm afraid that doesn't count, my friend. Does that count for the Pepsi Catcher Craw? No. No, it doesn't.
But I think the field, as we talked about from the first ball, the field really told Watson what might come. 2 slower balls, 2 cutters, the last one shorter than the previous. The field has changed again, has it? Yes, sweepers come off the offside boundary. And 2 men push back straight and 3 leg side.
We'll go again now. 4-6-6. Oh, bit of an anti-climax. Only be a single. It is only be. Oh, chance of a run out. I have no idea why he didn't run Shadab Khan out.
Okay, a bit of indecision here. Stop, start, and okay. All right, there we are. Good throw, good fielding by Nawaz.
Watson wanted the strike back, so he's got his wish. It's been a big over, last over, 18 runs so far.
We've got 13 now, sharing $100,000 in our Pepsi Catcher Craw competition. Since 3 catches today, which is the most profitable day for our potential candidates in the stands. Okay, last ball. Watto on strike. Shane Watson.
Oh, there's a big opportunity for a 6. Well, he's been given out because I think he probably hit his back leg.
Yeah, and this, you don't want this to affect his bowling. That's hit him. I think that's hit him on the back knee. That could be really bad.
In that only a few hours ago.
Here we go. And there we go, over the tops. Fine legs up, and Shafiq gets enough on it. Pitching wedge that trots into the fence. Samuel Badri can only watch it cruise into the boundary cushion.
Well, it wasn't pretty, but it was the first cool-on-cool for the Quetta innings. Both these batters, Shahzad and Shafiq, will be full of confidence. 105-run opening partnership in their last game. They'll be looking to double that up this evening. Both chalked up half centuries. Both looked in pretty fine form.
The extra bounce, the extra challenge that is facing Mohamed Irfan. Izzy, well, I hope you've got your hands ready. Because I tell you what, there's been a few taken tonight. Pepsi Kachakro into that pool of 100,000. We've got 13 so far. Might end up with about only $100 each the way we're going. Everyone's catching it most of the time anyway. Slippers in, that's Shane Watson. Shahzad to face his first one. It's outside, and they'll pick up another run, courtesy of a leg by. That's it, indeed. Hello, Bazid Khan, where have you been?
Shahzad threatened all PSL to do this. He's been in good form. He looks solid at the crease, but against Karachi he delivered. And his foot movement and his balance has stood out.
Yeah, that was the highlight for me, his footwork, particularly the spinners. About 3 metres down the deck he was getting when he was trying to nullify the spin. He used his deep crease as well.
Key figures here in the Pakistan Super League, the second edition. A lot of Australians here. Watson with a breezy little 29 from 16. Mel Jones thinks there's not enough. Those of you at home, Melanie's a Victorian. That's why. Can't get one there.
Not enough Australians or just not enough Victorians?
Oh, no, I'll have my Australian cap on this evening. No, it's a great mix. I think it's an awesome mix right across all the nations at the moment. Australians coaching as well as playing, which is nice.
Islamabad United should be asked the same question. Dean Jones coaching, talking in the meetings, talking there again.
Wasim Akram has a Victorian, Australian wife as well.
Holy heck. And there's another one. Oh dear. Have a little touch, and oh, hello, get the skates on at third. Well done. Ends the first one, 9 for none. Samuel Badri back in to the playing 11. This is his first go. Parents here in the HBL PSL, second season. And he starts with a wrong and straight away to Samuel Badri. They're appealing for leg befores and run-outs. It's all go. Alim Dar at the bowler's end said no to the LBW, and so now Hassan Raza said no to the run-out as well. Clearly missing. I think Brad Haddon, another good Australian, just clearing the lungs. Zinger's getting a workout as well.
Badri finally getting a game for United. He's been here all season. One of the best T20 bowlers. And brilliant with the new ball, and finally he gets looking.
Fractionally short, that's all it has to be. And the bowler's under the pump. Been around a while, Samuel B.
Certainly has. I know the Brisbane Heat, the team and the fans absolutely loved him as part of their unit this year. Big reason why they got through to the semi-finals. A lot of the other big reason was Brendan McCullum as well playing for them. Suffered a hamstring injury at the back end of the Big Bash though, came back for finals, didn't look 100% though. So fingers crossed, a little break between Big Bash and the Pakistan Super League means that he's now 100% fit.
Yeah, there's a few niggles recent years at hammies. I know he's had a couple of ankle injuries as well, the Caribbean. He saw Shahzad coming. And he's got one of the best economies going around in this form of the game in the last decade. HBL VIP winners in the box here in Dubai. Vocal as ever and having a wonderful time. Mango season just finishing there in Queensland, Australia. Starting in Pakistan though. Oh, I do love a mango shake. Oh, beautiful. He gets that flight and he's so difficult to get away. Even in the power play with only 2 men out protecting for the leggy.
Pace off the ball is the way to go on this pitch, even with the spinners.
What a bonus to have someone like Badri, who is a leg spinner, who can bowl in the power play though. Most spinners used are finger spinners, your left arm orthodox, right arm off spin.
Pretty useful start, just 5 from it, 14 without loss now. Islamabad United asked to bat first by Sarfraz and could muster 165 in their 20 overs. Here's the Quetta reply, courtesy of the double S's, Shafiq and Shahzad. Mellow little start. They're not so mellow. Chanting and rejoicing. Oh, here we go. You've got to watch all these fans. They're everywhere. Eddie, everywhere. Oh, Chief, they've let you in. Good Lord. I couldn't get to you. But you've come up here. How good is it here?
I'm very proud to be here at this time with you. Especially this event owes you a great applause.
Oh, I love you to bits and pieces. Oh, lovely. This is my uncle, folks. I've let him in. Family's been allowed in here because we can't always get out into the middle. We can't take any catches up here. Do you fancy taking a catch?
First of all, I would like to thank to Almighty Allah, John Sekena, my boys and my supporters in the crowd. They did very well to support me in all the sense. John Sekena, and secondly, the little boy in the Allied Bank ad, he motivated me for good teamwork.
Oh, yes. Nice. Oh, swing and a miss. And sir, what was your name again?
Agha Talib from Roundup. I work in a Roundup company.
Oh.
I promote the company as well.
You're rounding up the shirt too. I've got to say, we like the shirt. There you get it on. Look at and then do us a little pirouette. Oh, stunning. I'll have to sign it. Yeah, I'll get a pen out and sign it for you. Well done. Yes, quality. Could you sort that out, please, Melanie? Wife is watching. Is she watching Big Irfan? And a short chop on! There's one of the biggest chop-ons you'll ever see. Mohamed Irfan. All 7'1", crowd loving this. It comes alive, courtesy of the big left armour. Away goes the wee fella, Asad Shafiq, for just 8. First one down now at 16. Oh, it's all go here tonight. I can tell you, match 17. It's not every day of the week you get fans come up into the commentary box and invade. Here's another invasion. Kevin Peterson. He's here because of this, BK.
Yeah, all that. And that's it, Shafiq's gone. Very difficult to pull Irfan. The horizontal bat shots with the extra bounce. This time he tried too hard and got an underneath edge.
Just getting settled, wasn't he? Asad Shafiq might not have only got to 8 runs, and he was there for 9 deliveries, hanging in. Not easy against this guy. He's off the mark. He's had a few ducks just quietly as Kevin Peterson. HBL drone cam, very, very spoilt for PSL 2. Droney's been everywhere. Brilliant. Wow. Oh, is there any bat or glove on this? Haddon can't stop it. And given his runs from umpire Raza, 18 for 1 here. Always on the charge, Shahzad up against Samuel Badri. His first one only went for 4. Challenge on.
Down the leg side, Haddon, 39 years young. Almost pulled that off, but Ahmed Shahzad pulls this one off. The sweep shot. Just walked to the offside, waltzed towards the offside and swept it away. No deep square leg, always a boundary.
Yeah, really looking forward to this battle. Bat v ball, Shahzad v Badri. 2 of the best in the business.
Oh, he's in a hurry, is Ahmed Shahzad. That is very classy. A lot of confidence to play this strike.
That's a quality shot. Badri saw him coming and he shortened the length. But Shehzad was good enough to hold his position and hit it through the offside. Tremendous balance.
Calls two straight away, pushes hard, and KP never really interested. Doesn't want to get run out twice in 2 games, does he? Bazir Khan, I completely agree with you. That shot before from Shehzad was something right out of the books. The balance there on a short ball just goes to show he's got great footwork, he's got great timing. And he's in some pretty good form.
Well, that drone cam gets everywhere. Kevin Peterson, didn't want to take another extra. Run out of course yesterday without facing a ball. They call it a diamond duck, not even a golden.
His first ever diamond duck in T20s. He's got 2 goldens, 1 diamond.
Oh, that looks nice. And the placement is superb as well for Kevin Peterson here. Delightful. 4-4-1-0-4. Over. Little mini comparison, early stages inside the power play. Good stuff from Quetta. Don't they know it? Very wide. And reload this one, Mr. Irfan.
Have a look at Kevin Peterson here. He's been a little circumspect early in his innings throughout this tournament. bar his 88, man of the match a few games ago, but that was very nice timing.
Another super piece of timing, but not the best fielding in the world, it has to be said. Yeah, the glare says it all. Ruben Reis couldn't get down in time.
Shehzad's timing is spot on. A little bit of room on the offside, just placed it. Nicely timed, but Roman, his timing is off.
He didn't dive the ball before when it got hit down to his area. He's dived on that occasion and let it through. I'm tipping Dean Jones's little coaching book. He's getting a little workout at the moment.
He's sitting and waiting back. Tactics here from Shehzad was facing him, and now it's sitting back and cutting. He bounces, look at the, getting him back, he's back in the box, he's behind the popping crease, swinging and missing, and then there, the dismissal. Wonderful stuff from Irfan. Certainly was hanging back there outside leg stump and exposing middle and off a lot. So the bowler sussed that and worked him over rather nicely. So Shafiq out for just 8. Shehzad has been hanging back in the box and work him square because of that extra bounce. Left arm round to Peterson. Oh, get back there, the go-go gadget arms. The albatross sticks out a wing and says that's not good enough.
Good reactions from the big man into the right hand, the non-dominant hand cleanly. Even little things like that keeps putting pressure on Kevin Peterson. We know he's scored 1 decent total this Pakistan Super League so far. Led Quetta to An exceptional run chase at Sharjah, chasing down 200.
You can see exactly what Irfan is trying to do with Peterson. He's come around the wicket and trying to bowl full, because Peterson does go across his stumps when he's new to the crease. And Irfan honing in on that.
Two to go in the fifth. Bit of glove work. Peterson awake and through his call to the danger end. And they're picking out Samuel Badri. He had that hamstring injury Mal Jones was on about at the Big Bash in Australia. So they're awake to that, particularly Kevin Peterson, who was down under for Big Bash this year. Who do you think is going to win this match? Get on and vote there with the Twitter handle at the PSL T20. Third man and deep backward square out. Can't get it past Mohamed Irfan again. 39 for 1 after 5 here.
Good-looking shot. He's hit that pretty hard. So 39 for 1, and the boys, they're not happy. And the reason they're not happy is that they haven't been allowed up to see Danny. Well, it's, you know, you have to wait your turn.
Yeah, get in the queue.
Managed to get this away. Oh, he's back. He's back from the commentary box experience. And he'll tell everyone he met Danny Morrison. He commentated with Danny Morrison. Danny's got his business card. And he loves Danny Morrison. And here's Danny talking to... That's a lovely shot, isn't it? Peterson's going quickly for this. Three boundaries for Ahmed Shahzad in his 23 from 17. That's a strike rate of 135. Oh, crack! Man out there is Dwayne Smith, wearing the green cap, highest run scorer in the tournament this year. Dwayne Smith, the possessor of the green cap, 217 runs. Riley Rousseau, 191. Babar Azam, Kamran Akmal and Jason Roy. All 5 teams represented. Slower ball, but leg side. Oh, he's gone down well there. Bit by bit by bit he went down in installments. It's a long way to come down from. There we go, there we go. 1, 2, 3, there. But he stopped the boundary. He also went down well here. That was our production crew photograph. The over, 44 for 1. Well, look at that. Sides, the two teams neck and neck, really. Quetta Gladiators 44 for 1 and Islamabad were 41 for 1. Misbah looking for a way to break this partnership, which is just starting to gain momentum, and it's going to be Shadab Khan, the leg break bowler, who's also got a wonderful googly. 4 wickets. Economy is just a fraction over 7. So here we go, 18 years of age, Shadab Khan.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, it bounces more than his leg spinner. And it gets a bit of spin on it as well.
Ooh, hit that really hard. Bullet straight as well. So the partnership here, Peterson and Shahzad. Last night we couldn't stop Shahzad from talking, and Peterson says, cancel, stop talking. And that's what he did do. I think if Kevin Peterson had done that, he would have talked right through to now. He was going off. Kevin Peterson, 8 from 8, hit the 1 boundary.
The wrong gun, the googly, seems to be his go-to ball instead of the leg spinner. Every time a batsman dances down the track, he's willing to give him a wrong gun. Slip one, yeah, back of the palm. And so Kevin Peterson, as a result, had to adjust, but he read it. It's a very nice follow-through. He's pushing himself towards the batsman.
Well, Ramiz, it's our first look at him. I don't know whether you've seen him before, but he's impressed a lot of cricketers, a lot of commentators. Googly again, and it hurries on to Shahzad.
Yeah, it is pretty simple. Then look at that back hip and the rotation coming through in his follow-through.
Well, unfortunately, he just finishes with a loose delivery. Can't blame anyone else for that. 50 up, 51 for 1. We've had 7 overs. he's got $1 million smile as well. Shadab Khan, keep an eye and keep a note of his name, because I think he's destined for big things in cricket. Quetta Gladiators need 115 more runs to win in the 13 overs available. Change of bowling. We're going to have pace. Sohail Khan is the leading wicket taker with 11, but Mohammad Sami now with 9 for Islamabad, just one behind Sohail Tanvir with 10. He's bowled well in this HBL PSL, Mohammad Sami, using all his experience. Economy just a fraction above 6. Starts off and gets cracked through point for 4.
Wanted backward point, should have done a little bit better. It was a poor delivery. To be fair, too much room, well played. This level, got to get a hand on it.
"36 years of age today, Mohammad Sami. Oh, that man's in the firing line. Well, he's got the most experience. Well, no, the second most experienced man in the side. Misbah's got that.
I think he's the third most.
Is he?
Experience. Yeah, we're talking about Rafatullah Mehmand is
right.
about 39, 40. We've just been told. What about Brad Haddon? 39. Wilco.
I was trying to be kind. Fraction short. Maybe not quite short enough to pull.
Sami doesn't have a lot of variations. I think his best bet is to pitch the ball up, because it's still quick through the air. The moment he shortens his length, he gets penalized, because that's when you know that he's not in top form.
Well bowled by Mohammad Sami. Bowled very straight at Brendan McCullum in that previous match down in Sharjah. And has bowled back of a length really well. I think he's varied his length, and I think Pepsi Catcher Crow has had some fun in this tournament so far. A number of people have put their hand up literally and taken it.
Three dot balls since the first ball 4. Shahzad was anxious to get something on that. Shahzad doesn't like to be tied down. Would have been starting to think, I've had 3 dot balls here and I got Peterson at the non-striker's end. I need to get something on this.
In a funny way, he's looking a little frustrated, a little fidgety. Normally he's very calm when he's batting well. He's very calm at the crease. He's trying to hit everything out of the ground, looking for big results of every ball.
It's a strong area for Kevin Peterson. You don't bowl there, leg side on his hips. He turns it away. He doesn't need an invitation. 60 for 1. Bedtime for some. Shadab Khan, 7 from his first over. Good footwork again, looking for the gap. Roman Reis. Both these players, both Shazad and Peterson, like leg side. This is just an open invitation.
Yeah, elegance personified. Yeah, very wristy, and he's always strong.
Now, how much has he got on this? Oh, he's got plenty on it. Sweet sound off the middle of the bat. And the ball comes back.
Seems to have taken a liking to leg spinners. Against Osama Mir, he was belligerent, hitting him out of the park. And this wasn't a bad shot at all. Hitting him straight back.
Brings up the 50 partnership. Shazad. The 50 partnership has come up in just 35 balls. Peterson and Shazad.
Again, spinners look very, very authoritative and very good, using his feet and getting to the pitch and negating the spin. 41 from 32. He's not thrown away his good form, which is good for amateurs. He's kind of making a comeback through this HBL PSL.
Yeah, he's been very good in this tournament. His googly has worked wonders. Generally, he's bowled a good length. And he's got some key wickets. Even with a 6 in that over. Not come back too badly. 71 for 1.
.71 for 1. Quetta Gladiators in 9 overs. And they're going pretty well. Let's go downstairs to Zainab.
बिस्मा मारूफ पाकिस्तान की T20 कैप्टन एंड मोमना मुस्तहसिन इस वक्त मेरे साथ मौजूद हैं। बिस्मा, सबसे पहले कंग्रेचुलेशंस फॉर क्वालिफाइंग इन द वर्ल्ड कप। थोड़ा सा इसके बारे में बताइए, कैसा रहा आपका एक्सपीरियंस क्वालिफिकेशंस का?
सबसे पहले थैंक यू और अल्लाह का शुक्र हम लोग ने क्वालिफाई किया। बहुत ज़रूरी था हम लोग के लिए क्वालिफिकेशन, एज हम लोग का वर्ल्ड कप आ रहा है जून में, तो उसके लिए ज़रूरी हम क्वालिफाई करें और सारी जो हमारी क्रिकेट थी उसी पे रिलेट थी और होपफुली इंशाल्लाह वर्ल्ड कप आएगा उसमें अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस करने की कोशिश करेंगे।
अच्छा, एक एग्जीबिशन मैच हुआ था जिसमें आपने मिसबा के साथ भी खेला। नाउ यू आर रिप्रेजेंटिंग इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड, तो क्या कहेंगे इस एक्सपीरियंस के बारे में?
बहुत ज़बरदस्त एक्सपीरियंस था। पहली दफ़ा हम लोग ड्रेसिंग रूम शेयर गए थे लड़कों के साथ, वसीम अकरम थे, डीन जोन्स थे, तो काफ़ी अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस रहा और काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को भी मिला। और आज हम लोग उनको सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं और काफ़ी टेंस सिचुएशन चल रही है, कोशिश कर रहे हैं और वैसे लड़के काफ़ी हार्ड वर्क कर रहे हैं और होपफुल है कि इंशाल्लाह ये मैच जीते आज का।
अच्छा मोमिना, you're back here in Dubai supporting PSL. How does it feel?
Feels great. Feels great to be back here.
अच्छा, ये बताइए कि आपने ऑब्वियसली ये गाना तो गाया है नेशनल इसका इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड का, आगे के आपके क्या प्लान्स हैं, कौन से प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं? बहुत से आपके फैंस हैं, they all want to know.
काफ़ी projects in the pipeline. I can't reveal them, but I'm working on a lot of things.
अच्छा, women's empowerment program, दोनों आप एम्बेसडर्स हैं. What are your thoughts on that?
डेफिनेटली जी, हम लोग की कोशिश है कि हम लोग जिस फील्ड में लड़कियां उनको सपोर्ट करें, क्योंकि बहुत ज़रूरी है कि पाकिस्तान को हम लोग आगे लेकर चलें और जिनमें जो आना चाहती लड़कियां उनको ज़रूर आना चाहिए इस फील्ड में और पाकिस्तान का नाम रोशन करें।
मोमिना, आपने बड़ा टाइम स्पेंड किया है वुमेन क्रिकेटर्स के साथ, आप क्या कहेंगे इस एम्पावरमेंट प्रोग्राम के बारे में?
आई थिंक ये काफ़ी ज़रूरी है बिकॉज़ हम लोग स्पोर्ट्स को स्कूल्स के अंदर ज़्यादातर लड़कों के लिए प्रमोट करते हैं, लड़कियों के लिए इतनी अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ नहीं होती, इतना उनके लिए उनको पुश इतना कोई नहीं करता जितना उनको करना चाहिए, जितने लड़कों को करते हैं। तो वी जस्ट वांट कि उनको इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटी मिले और उतना ही उनको पुश मिले। एंड स्पेंडिंग ऑल दिस टाइम विद ऑल दीज वंडरफुल वुमेन क्रिकेटर्स फ्रॉम आवर नेशनल टीम, आई हैव लर्नड अ फ्यू थिंग्स दैट आई थॉट आई न्यू बट आई डिडंट।
अच्छा बिस्मा, एनी लास्ट थॉट्स दैट यू लाइक टू से? इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड को आप सपोर्ट कर रही हैं, कौन सा स्पेसिफिक प्लेयर है जो कि आपको बहुत पसंद है?
मुझे मिसबाह हक और शेन वॉटसन बहुत पसंद है।
क्यों, रीज़न भी बता दें।
मिसबाह ऑफ कोर्स ग्रेट कैप्टन है और वॉटसन की ख्याल से जो हार्ड हिटिंग है वो मुझे बहुत पसंद है।
और मोमिना, आपको?
मुझे पूरी टीम बहुत पसंद है।
चले, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आप दोनों का एंड ऑल द बेस्ट।
थैंक यू, थैंक यू,
थैंक यू, थैंक यू।
Well, there's a bit of a comedy of errors here. Firstly, lofted from Peterson, and then Shahzad tells Peterson not to go, and watch Shahzad here for the moment. Shahzad turns around, he's furious. Ooh, not sure Kevin Peterson will enjoy that. He might not show it now, he might let him know later. Incidentally, we should congratulate Bismar Maroof. She's the first female Pakistan women's cricketer to reach 2,000 ODI runs. So congratulations, Bismar, and the Pakistan women's team is doing very well. And she's captain, of course, of the T20 team. Of course, it's the ICC Women's World Cup. It starts, I think it's June the 23rd, end of June anyway, after the Champions Trophy in England. Looking forward to that. So 9 from this over. And we could have seen either Kevin Peterson or Ahmed Shahzad run out. Furious, Ahmed Shahzad. He was remonstrating with Kevin Peterson. Anyway, KP laughed, he smiled. Nothing seems to ruffle his feathers these days. Last ball of the 10th over here. Good looking shot. Great looking shot for one run. And a fine piece of fielding from Hussein Talat. End of 10 overs. And it's 82 for 1.
Pretty good start here, 82 for 1 after 10 for Quetta Gladiators. They've shown some really good form throughout this tournament. Well, the comparison after 10 overs has Quetta Gladiators ahead both in runs and wickets. So the required run rate at the moment sitting at 8.4, which is more than manageable, particularly when you look up and they've still got 10 wickets in the shed. Badri with his leg breaks. And KP gets into a position where he can just paddle it around the corner for a cool and cool 4.
Didn't look very pretty, but effective. Got into position, then too early, then had to adjust again, but that's brilliant. still gets it away to the fence.
Yeah, he's got those levers. He can get into positions that not many others get into. Talk about Fat City. We're here in Dubai Sports One. Oh, I love this. He's almost beaten in the flight here, Peterson, but he still, with the extra levers, can finish it off. Stunning.
Power of the man, a drop kick over mid-wicket, full flow, and once he hits them, that's gone a long, long way, travelling.
And then the outside edge. Is this going to run away as well? Yes, it is. It is an over of boundaries so far, 4-6-4.
Fantastic hitting that, coming down the track. That's his zone. Drop kick over mid-wicket. And then the leg break, didn't pick it, trying to turn it away, and gets another boundary. So it's gone fine leg, deep mid-wicket, and then third man.
Tries to come down the wicket once again to look for another 6. Manages just to squeeze it to the onside and hustle back for 2.
Tell you what, they're targeting Badri here, particularly at first couple. 10 off 2, then the outside edge was a bit of fortune for Kevin Peterson. Hustled for 2, suddenly 16 off and 2 to go. 100 almost up now for the Gladiators.
Again with the attempt to come down the wicket. You're right, seems to be targeting Badri here, which is a brave approach here by Peterson and Shazad. Oh. Picks up a single to top off a good over, 17 coming from it, 1 short of 100 with just 1 down. And it looks as if we're going to get a little bit of a signal here for everyone to have a little bit of a break. It's going to be the cool between Peterson and Shazad. Ruman Rees with the short ball to begin with. And it's a good delivery.
Yeah, I liked it. Ruman, bit of energy and change up. Tennis ball bouncer. Oh, Mel is your brother. Dean, Victorian.
He's a Victorian, and he's not a happy one at the moment either. We've seen a little bit in the last couple of games, certainly saying that it's coming towards finals time. Mickey Arthur the other night as a single brings up the 100 for Quetta. Fantastic start to their innings. Look at Dean Jones here. He's going at everyone at the moment.
I reckon he's talking louder because they don't understand his Victorian accent.
You're onto it, BK. On the button as ever. Yeah, that's what I think of you, Baz.
So the louder you speak, the more easier it is to understand. Is that what you're saying? We'll try it out later on. Shazad looking for that quick little single to get off strike and up the other end.
The earlier game, Peshawar got 166 and Lahore Qalandars messed up the run chase. Here, I think Quetta are doing so well because they have the right balance between being aggressive and then reining it in. Gladiators don't rein it in at all.
Oh, another play to miss. So good over so far after the strategic timeout. Tweeting coming from Zaka here. Islamabad are getting smashed. Brilliant batting by Shazad and Peterson. I think we all agree with that. And that's just confirming it as well. 84 or 56 this partnership at the moment. Even contribution across the board. Just the second single in this over so far.
Yeah, it's going to plan. There's that little hurry and rush on just a couple or so overs ago before the strategic timeout, and Peterson was going for it, and prior to that Shazad was showing how busy he is. So ticking along and going to plan for the batting side.
Well, that's through the legs, just missed off stump, and Brad Haddon and Rahman cannot believe it. Just the two off it, 101 for one. Some fantastic camera work here at the Pakistan Super League, not just of the cricket, but of a little bit of natural beauty. Irfan now back on to bowl. Ben Duckett not playing today, played in the last match. Look at the work. Camera work on the pitch at the moment. They look like flying ants. The left arm around the wicket goes short, and it's pulled straight. Didn't get it all of it, but got enough for a single, and he's chalked up back-to-back 50s.
Yeah, Ahmed Shahzad in the run, back-to-back 50s for him. He's looked all good this PSL, but just coming to runs these past two games. And he looks keen to carry on. Balance been good and striking the ball very, very well.
Getting better and better as this tournament goes on, which is good news for all Quetta fans, as we are coming so very close to finals time. Riley Rousseau just waiting to come into bat next. That's also Quetta's highest second wicket partnership ever in the Pakistan Super League, 86 from 59. The drop and run from Kevin Peterson chalks up another single. So if they can't get boundaries, what the good thing is for Quetta is they're rotating the strike nicely.
Misbah's brought back Irfan to maybe get a wicket, because otherwise it'll be all Quetta. And the way these two are batting, they look at ease on the crease. So need a wicket, and need it very, very soon.
Well, Rahman's come back. Just two off that previous over, two so far here. And this is their best second wicket partnership. Quetta, that is.
There's a shout for caught behind. Well, Irfan and Haddon both up, both very, very confident, and they cannot believe it. Haddon's called for the non-existent review.
There's another episode, another example of why there should be one in this form of the game. At least one referral in 2020 cricket. So let's just have a look at this one. I don't know. Get it closer to it. Love a few more toys. Love a few more toys. They always cost a bit. Hotspot and co.
Goes short, and it's just swiveled around the corner. Again, getting into position so very early. Got great control of his shots, Shahzad.
Yeah, Danny, your friend, your buddy, Hassan Raza got it right that time.
I'm not taking the bait with you, Baz. But I know I've been on it sort of like it's a bugbear, but I just think, you know, Test cricket, you got the referral. 50-over cricket, you got the referral. And here we are with this other form of the game. Brad Haddon being a bit cheeky, but nice bit of byplay and entertainment. Let's just go upstairs. That's it. Yeah, I'm with you, Bradley, you darling Australian.
Peterson can't get it through the infield on this occasion. So Irfan's doing a good job here for Bismar and Islamabad. Hasn't got the wicket as yet, but certainly has restricted the runs, and it's exactly what Darren Sammy did in the game before. This afternoon's game, he brought on Wahab Riaz and Afridi, and a crucial part of the game, stemmed the runs and then picked up wickets. He's got one more delivery though, to see if he can pick up the second wicket. Can't do it, just a dot. Wonderful over though, just 3 from it, 104 for 1. What a sight here in Dubai. That is the Dubai International Stadium. And at the moment, it is hosting a really important clash between Islamabad and Quetta. Quetta needing 62 from 42 deliveries, 9 wickets in hand. And the way these two are going about it at the moment, it looks as if they want to do it by themselves.
No, daylight there. Some think they'd feathered it, but we couldn't hear anything. No. Well, hadn't started to, thought about it, and then followed up even more once the bowler was down equal with him, and then said, let's have a referral. It was the Raza.
Full on the legs to Kevin Peterson's not a really good idea.
Last couple of overs, just 5 runs and 2 singles of this over, so they're building up the pressure. Something will have to give. Either Shehzad or Peterson will get a boundary, or I think United would desperately want a wicket here. They're doing it the right way, just building it up.
Yeah, they can't take too long though. Really important for Islamabad to jump in here. Pressure's been built through dots and singles, restricting the boundaries. With a good delivery. Riley Rousseau, been in fantastic form for Quetta Gladiators. Top run scorer so far in this Pakistan Super League, Dwayne Smith, top of the pile, 217 runs. Riley Rousseau, who we'll see a little bit later on, no doubt. At second, Babar Azam, Kamal Akmal. A player from each team. As Kevin Peterson says, enough is enough.
I love this guy and his levers. Again into the hospitality, duck for cover. Or wear a hard hat. Kev's on the charge, big time.
Something had to give, and that went a long way. When Peterson hits them, it's just immense. Talk about hitting it out of the park.
On spider cam there for a split second as well. Kaboom!
Leaves that one alone. And yeah, asks for a wide, and the umpire says, Alim Dar, why not? I'll give you a wide. That 6 takes Kevin Peterson to a total of 10 as well. So he is now equal with Shane Watson at the top of the leaderboard for 6s in this Pakistan Super League.
Yeah, partnership racing away now, nearly 100. It's 98 from 69. And he's looking for a half century as the big South African.
Big South African, well, he goes big again. Well, they're claiming it in the crowd. Couldn't quite see that because I was too busy watching Kevin Peterson take his score past the 50 mark.
Yeah, 11/6 for him. And this one, a flatter version of the previous one. Almost the same area, but it's gone flat and quickly. It'll take some catching in the crowd, that.
No, it looked like he caught it from behind, stole it. Out of the hands. Well, he's on the charge now. It feels like Kevin Peterson just wants to get this game over and done with. 120 for 1. Third in line, that man, and took a fantastic catch. So he's in the mix now for Pepsi Catch a Craw. Excitement machine now on Shadab. Well, interesting delivery, interesting shot.
There we go, flat hit from Kevin Peterson. And he's just sneaked up. Nobody knew, and he's got it. The other guys are looking for the ball.
Great follow. Hats off to the camera crew. That stuff. Brilliant, Jono. Tell you what, it's a great catch. It's our 4th one today. Heck of a day with those in the crowd. The Pepsi Catch a Craw.
The reverse sweep, has he got another one? No, he hasn't got enough on it at all. It's like a little 9-iron. You know, KP likes his golf. Well, the partnership now moving to 109. Sets himself early. Tries to get his hands low to get it up and over the infield. On this occasion, just goes a little bit of deft touch. Really interested to look at both these players and how they go about batting to spin. And it's not always just the one way. Kevin Peterson, the taller of the two, has a longer stride. With some flight and some turn, and it's past the blade, it's past Haddon's gloves, and it is going to race away for 4 byes.
Runs just keep flowing here for Quetta. Lovely both sides of the wicket. Little flicks to the leg side. And he's so strong, as we know, through the offside as well. But that is his arc. Fatting it over mid-wicket again. Yeah, he's up there. Top of the tree is KP.
Flight again. And it looks as if a comfortable single will be taken to finish off the 10th, 131 for 1.
Quetta on course. 7 and over required from here till the end. 9 wickets in hand. They made this run chase look extremely easy, and they've been efficient. Looking at champion material, Quetta Gladiators. Yeah, the middle face was kind of a clincher for them. That's into the gap and well stopped. Dwayne Smith there covering a fair bit of ground.
.34 needed from 29, and this partnership is breaking the hearts of Islamabad. Islamabad have got a 50% win percentage this year. They've won 3 out of their 6. They've lost 3. It's putting pressure on them if they lose this heavily.
Fallen a little wide to Kevin Peterson because the length ball into the body has disappeared over square leg and mid-wicket. Gladiators on their way, they've qualified. 9 points. And it appears as if they will improve their points tally. Good shot. Middled the ball beautifully in this partnership. It's a massive one. 118 from 80 balls. There have been hardly any anxious moments in this partnership. They've largely been good. Played spin well, especially Ahmed Shahzad. Kevin Peterson is lashed onto the length ball with authority, depositing a couple of 6s over mid-wicket. Oh, how hard was that through the offside? Sir Vivian enjoyed that one.
Well, the speed with which this left the bat. Boom, straight out of the middle. That gave that man no chance. Misbah, he'd be quite happy he didn't get his hands to that. Might have taken a few digits with it. Yes, that's about the pace that Vivian Richards used to hit the ball. He hit it very hard.
Once again, finds the gap. May find the fence. No, Sunny gets around that one.
Looks like something that's landed from another planet, doesn't it? Looks wonderful. Pictures coming to you from the HBL drone cam. He's in the mood, Kevin Peterson. Strike rate 173. Old.
Right, it's 141 for 1. Shadab Leggy gets played away for a run. It's looking extremely tough now for Islamabad United to drag this back. 24 of 23.
Both players with supreme confidence in the surface they're playing on. They're just going through their motions playing these shots. Who do you think is going to win this match? Vote now at the PSL T20. Tell us who you think is going to win this match. Quetta, Islamabad.
Oh, he didn't read that one. Had no clue what was coming his way. He's deceived him with a lovely googly. Looking for a cut shot, missed it by a mile. Kevin Peterson, and that it had to be a good delivery. He's batting like a dream here, Kevin Peterson. 68 from 41. Doesn't read this one. No idea.
He knows how good he is. Brad Haddon has had the best possible view of this youngster. Irfan is very fine there.
Well, this now is the highest partnership of the tournament. 132 from 87 balls. Previous best was Riley Russo and Safraz. So Quetta Gladiators, reason of why they've been so good actually is because they're putting up these wonderful partnerships at the front, at the top.
Yes, and if it's not been Peterson, it's been Rousseau. Shafiq got runs in the last match. Oh, now then, yes. Finger goes up. Peterson can't believe it. Peterson feels that he's hit it. Or is it height? Whatever it is, he's not happy.
Well, I read it as out instantly because he went back. He didn't pick the wrong one once again. The only question to answer for the umpire was whether it was going to miss the stumps or not. But it has been one entertaining innings from Kevin Peterson. 69 from 43, 149 for 2. Right then, 17 off 18 balls. Kevin Peterson is leg before wicket. He didn't like this decision. He went back, didn't read the wrong one. He was in front of the stumps. And wickets missing. I think that is what he was indicating to the umpire also. He was mightily disappointed with the result. And they're indicating to the umpire that hit him high on the pad. The moment he went back into the crease, I think that gave umpire maybe to read this as out. Smashed and taken at long. Oh, that's a very good catch. Shadab Khan there making it look easy. He was on the move and reverse cupped it beautifully. That's good piece of fielding, and Islamabad United's red flags are out. Just need runner ball. Ahmed Shahzad is gone after scoring 59. Had a good partnership with KP, 149 for 3. Sarfraz Ahmed, the captain, is in. Very good numbers, those. 250s, best of 56. Mohammad Sami coming back for a little spell here. 2.1 overs, 1 for 20. Balls are wide, so it's about maintaining pressure here. They picked up 2 wickets in no time. 150 comes up for Quetta. Just been a little up and down in this game, Mohammad Sami. Have a look at Shadab Khan, jumping up in the air. Extremely well done, very confident catch. It's called for 2, should get 2.
Well, this tournament is unearthed. We've got the 36-year-old Mohammad Sami right here celebrating his birthday, and we've got someone half his age, Shadab Khan, who is entertained with his leg spin, his batting and his fielding, his all-round zest for the game. And he's got the advertiser's smile, hasn't he? He'll be on billboards.
Ooh. Inside edge, a little bit of inside edge. This is when Sami can be extremely good. His full pitch deliveries at pace can work for him. But the moment he goes on the shorter side or tries something different, he loses it. Positive moment. Positive colours. Lovely headgear.
Yeah, Riley Rousseau, who's here. First saw him in the 2008 ICC Under-19 World Cup in Malaysia, where India won under the captaincy of Virat Kohli. Riley Rousseau showed himself in good... Oh, no, that's pretty ordinary. Oh, dear, schoolboy error. Oh, dear, you blotted your copybook, Hussain Talat. Where's Dino? Dean Jones. 100 lines. Dino, what have we got to say about that? That'll be on Twitter tonight. Keep your eye on the ball, eye on the ball. Oh dear. Oopsie. No point in looking at this ground. It's like a billiard table. It's so beautiful to field out there.
This breaks the back of the fielding side. A moment like that. It's just 9 now to win. Just keep on pegging away. Who knows what can happen. One thing Gladiators have done so well in this innings is they've been very committed between the stumps. They've ran beautifully right throughout the night. It's 159 for 3. Gladiators at the top of the table. Peshawar Zalmi we're told, will go through if Gladiators win tonight. Islamabad United on 6, Qalandars on 6. That game between Lahore and Karachi becomes huge.
That's the first game on tomorrow, and then it's Peshawar against Quetta. That's for bragging rights about who tops the table. But yes, Lahore, Karachi. There we are, that's the first one on tomorrow. At 4:30 the match starts. We'll be on air at 4 o'clock on television in Pakistan and on various platforms. Cricket Gateway.pk and PSL T20. It's gone high.
Will this be taken? Yes, just about hangs on to it. Hussain Talat making sure that he held on to it. It was a skier. And it's Sarfraz Ahmed who's gone.
He was a good player, I tell you, but he didn't bat as well as this fella.
Yeah, so Sarfraz Ahmed goes for 3, and it's 159 for 4. Ali is in. Riley Russo is on 6 from 3 in. Sarfraz Ahmed needlessly throwing his wicket away. Yeah, I mean, once it was mistimed, that was it, because the fielder came in. Second attempt, got it. Run out. Oh, threw at the wrong end. Riley Russo was out of his crease and he went for the wrong end. The non-striker's in. Different action for a slow delivery.
Ooh, hello. He hasn't done himself many favours there, I would have thought, Ramesh.
Yeah, I mean, they played with a lot of passion, some of these younger kids. A few of them have been dismissive of the regular professionals in the circuit.
Yep, we're all equals on this turf out there, and that's the way it should be played. Shouldn't be intimidated by anyone who has international experience because of that advantage.
Right, the 2 matches tomorrow. Just told you about Lahore Karachi. This is the evening match. Starts at 2100 PST. Zalmi versus the Quetta Gladiators. Both would have qualified. Well, Quetta Gladiators certainly is in the playoffs, and if they beat United today, Zalmi will be in the playoffs as well. So, Gladiators need 5 of 6 balls. We are into the last over, 161 for 4. at one stage it did look as if Gladiators would finish off the game in the 18th over. But this game has been dragged into the last over, 5 of 6 balls. A bit of interest developing now. Sami to bowl the last over. If Islamabad win this contest, they'll qualify for the playoffs. So let's see what happens. 4 men in the ring. Play and a miss. That's a good delivery. He can be shot. Mohammad Sami bowls a regular length ball, and the tension grows in the Gladiators dugout. Five to win, 4 for the super over.
When Sarfraz was out, he specifically called for Anwar Ali as he made his way off the surface to come in and play the big shot. He's had a woofie. He did it once in this tournament already with 2 shots to finish a game. Fine leg goes back as he goes short.
Another play and a miss. Ha ha, now then Misbah ul Haq has got a chance, an outside chance of the underdogs winning a great contest. Aimlessly wandering out of this crease and going nowhere with his batting here. Anwar Ali, he's 1 from 4 balls. He's got to get Riley Russo on strike.
If he's not going to bowl a bouncer, if he's not, he could push long off back and bring fine leg up if he's going to look to go down the ground.
Chance of a run out. Badri misses the ball, doesn't pick it up cleanly.
Oh dear, the coaches are nervous here. Moin Khan. If this was a clean pickup, could it have been? Oh, I think, yeah, he was not in the frame. Despairing dive by Amar Ali. A 4 needed from 3. It's all... well, it's Mohammad Sami's birthday, and the last thing he wants to give them is a birthday gift. 4 needed from 3. If they only score 3, we are having a super over.
We've had some super games. And suddenly United are in it big time. 4 runs off 3 balls. The feel almost remained the same. 3 men in the ring on the offside. Misbah at straightish mid-wicket on the leg side. Here we go. Riley Russo doesn't connect. And drama continues to grow. 4 of 2 balls now.
Well, this man has had 2 big innings for them this PSL season. In previous knocks, that would have found its way over the boundary rope. Not tonight. He's got a 60 and a 76. Mohammad Sami, Vivian Richards, mentor to the Quetta Gladiators. Sir Viv. Mohammad Sami, birthday boy today.
He's passing on last-minute instructions to Mohammad Sami, Misbah ul Haq. Well, he wants mid-off to go back, and he wants third man to come in.
Can't give him any room. He can't. Well, it's got to go straight in at his toes, isn't it? If he's got his third man up, he's got to be firing this in at Riley Russo's toe caps.
Four to win off 2 balls. Chance of a second run. Anwar Ali sprinting back. Direct hit. It's a direct hit. Are they going to review it? Yes, it is close enough to be reviewed. But if it is run out, Dwayne Smith with a bullseye, almost an impossible shot at the stumps, and he's demolished the stumps with a direct hit from long off. Incredible fielding effort. Well, the fans feel that it is out. 80% of you feel that it is out. Direct hit. Yeah, he's short of the crease. Fabulous piece of fielding from Dwayne Smith. So he was diving full length for the second run, and Anwar Ali is short of the crease. Definitely short of the crease. The zingers light up, and you see the toe end short of the crease. Toe end of the bat, that is, short of the crease. So Qatar Airways decision pending. It's got to be a red light for Anwar Ali. So 80% of you who voted in favor of an out were right. So then 3 runs off 1 ball. Anwar Ali run out for 2. It's 163 for 5. So 3 runs off 1 ball. The crowd's on their feet. 2 for a super over. Quetta need 3 for a win. Here we go. Sami with the last ball. And that's club. Misbah Haq picks up the ball. And it's an incredible win. It is an incredible win for the United. They somehow from nowhere come back and win this. Islamabad are through to the playoffs. Just an incredible defense shown by United in the last over. Mohammad Sami, the birthday boy, defends the score in the last over. 5 runs defended by Sami in the last over. Just 3 runs conceded. Fabulous, fabulous bowling effort from Mohammad Sami. There, Riley Russo knew it straight away that it was not going to be. Tisara Pereira wanted the second. Didn't even try for it, and so Gladiators somehow managed a way to lose this. And Misbah Haq, well, incredible victory for Misbah and his men, and Mohammad Sami on his birthday, picking up a win for his side. Just 3 runs conceded in the last over when Gladiators needed 5 to win.